Welcome back to the channel. Now today we're going to talk about multiple topics. Of course, we're going to talk about Vybz Kartel and the Privy Council hearing. But we're going to also talk about the Chilani farmer whose life was taken in contempt by his own family member who was later arrested by law enforcement. Of course, we have video record of that. And also a growing concern amongst Jamaican citizens that multiple major incidents have taken place since nomination day in the Jamaican local government election. A teen lost his life during the opposition campaign road tour. Now we don't know exactly how old the individual is, only that he's a teenager. Certain age teenagers can't vote. If I'm a 19, maybe, or 18 as well. Now let's get right into the reason. I'm going to see the video footage of the farmer who was arrested for taking the life of another farmer who is also his cousin. Look and listen.
My God is good though.
Now the official story is that the 59-year-old farmer was attacked with a sharp weapon and fatally wounded, and this happened by his cousin. Now the accused is also a farmer and, as stated before, is now in police custody. The deceased has been identified as William Jenkins. Now this reportedly took place at around 3 a.m. His brother Mackenzie Bennett theorized that the alleged perpetrator looked like him climbed through the window and lay awake my brother in him room. He was quoted as saying, "I was called to come and look at my brother. When I came, I couldn't look at his body. It was all covered with blood." The accused man and Jenkins were neighbors. Now the sister of the man who was accused of the crime said her brother was behaving in an unusual manner in recent days, like him now behave like himself. She was quoted as saying, "From week him start behave like him mad. He might try to destroy him own house and attack him own pets." The wounds were so severe that law enforcement had to be called and they had to put down the animals. She says she feel it. She said, "I'm cousin." And she has never heard the two of them in a quarrel. So this is strange. She has said since week him now behave like himself. He might do erratic things. Violent erratic things. And this cousin who him take him life, who is accused of taking his life, the sister say she has never heard the two of them in any type of affliction. Keep in mind that recently in Trelawney there was also a quadruple crash, or quadruple crash victims. Multiple individuals lost their lives in a car crash that took place in Trelawney. Uncle Fear said this take place in the parish too also. Talk to me in the comment section. On to the other stories making headlines today. Now the PNP president, Mark Golding, says he is deeply saddened by the death of a teenage boy during the election motorcade in Portmore, St. Catherine. The teen, who has been identified as Lamar Gray, fell and hit his head after attempting to hop from a bus to another bus. He was later pronounced at the Spanish Town Hospital. Now the people are pointing out that Lamar's death is the second major incident on the campaign trail ahead of the local government polls. For those who don't know, on nomination day, February 8th, a JLP supporter in St. Thomas lost one of her legs after the truck transporting fellow supporters crashed in Roach Gully in the parish. Meanwhile, the PNP General Director Dayton Campbell says the party is ready to assist Lamar Gray's family in any way possible. When I hear if the government has reached out to the lady who lost one of her legs on nomination day. No one know what take place. But the people them seem overly excited during these campaign road shows. We also have to talk about the numerous scandals that we say take place. And the fact that opposition has been the focus. The car that was set ablaze in, I think, a Lilliput, I'm not sure. The individual whose life was taken, who was said to be the individual who set the car ablaze. Another individual who was, a video started to surface with him holding a wad of cash, saying that another day, another dollar. The situation with the government and the lady who lost her leg, and the people not hearing if the state reached out, which, seeing the opposition response, I'm sure the state did reach out to that lady to offer some form of assistance. Can't swear upon it, but I'm sure this being election time, them know something what the opposition would have talked about. But talk to me in the comment section. Our supporters not paying enough attention to their own safety. Them situation will take place. The officials either seeking election or re-election themselves were not the drivers of these vehicles. And in some instances, or in, I guess, all of the instances, were not actually present when these incidents took place. Are not actually on the spot. Now the same motorcade, but probably further up. The door open and the people I drive reckless, and that's something that it can't work. It can't work. The roadways, keep in mind, the individuals who are hang on to these moving vehicles. The driver pay attention to the road. He might pay attention to the people in the back of the vehicle are hanging on to the vehicle too. But he might go swerve and side potholes on the road. The people may hold on not necessarily see the potholes. Of course, condolences to the family. This is a young individual with the whole of life at a time. And for you to say, this lapse in judgment proved fatal, costing him life. It's definitely a sad situation. But talk to him in the comment section. Don't answer the other stories making headlines today. Now, of course, fans of incarcerated dancehall superstar Vybz Kartel are eagerly anticipating the results of the UK Privy Council submission. Now, people ask the question, was the submission successful? Of course, it was presented to the UK Privy Council. Does that mean the results will be in Vybz Kartel's favor? We don't know. Attorneys who are experts in the field, individuals with years of expertise, have voiced their opinion. People like Bert Samuel says he's 80% confident. That's a whole percent. It's not a situation where you must say it sounds like it's 50-50. You must say 80% confident. And the fans are saying that this sounds like very good news. Now, of course, Vybz Kartel being the superstar that he is, there are two sides of the coin. You have people who love him, and you have people who dislike him, for whatever reason. You have the people who believe he's innocent. You have the people who believe he's not innocent. You have the people who believe he was not given a fair trial. You have the other people who don't really care. Of course, the prosecutors, I say, they don't feel like there was anything wrong with the trial. Even the attorney representing them from the UK said, based on the situation at hand, the court responded how it had to. The people are saying that them feel differently based on what was talked about and streamed. And then talked about again. They believe that a fair trial was not given. Fans believe that there's always a bias at play. Most of Vybz Kartel fans believe that just because of his influence, his superstardom, the fact that even the Prime Minister quotes lyrics from Vybz Kartel songs in his speech during the campaign. Because people even gonna say, yeah, the Vybz Kartel song for Clarks that I play when and journalists come out named Clarks. But Clarks has been an iconic show, and all Jamaicans across the world, not all Jamaicans, but lots of Jamaicans across the world have a connection with the Clarks shoes. And then I'm going to say, the Prime Minister wear Clarks from long time, from school days. So, we're not going to debate that. But we're going to say, recently, we did hear the Prime Minister quote one of Vybz Kartel's, a line from a Vybz Kartel song. This speaks to the level of influence. Even if the speech was not written by the Prime Minister himself, him still look over it. He knew that part was a part of the speech. And if they're going to say it wasn't a speech any at all, and he was just speaking with the people, well, the fact that prominent on the mind of the Prime Minister was a line from a Vybz Kartel song, it sounded like he might have recently listened to some Vybz Kartel music, or the Prime Minister is just another super fan of the artist. But talk to me in the comment section. Tell me what you think. If you're new to the channel and just a pass through, well, click the subscribe icon and then the bell icon, and of course put it on all. And this is how you know will be notified of all fresh content as soon as fresh content is uploaded and made available for you right here on the platform. The like icon is also in close proximity to the share icon. Drop a like and boss a share, and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell them sister and them brother them for check out the channel, check out the reasoning, and also join the discussion in the comment section 24/7. It never lack it. All you have to do is just be respectful and mindful of the guidelines. But other than that, you can drop your thoughts, your comments, and yes, your opinions can be dropped right there. And as a way for continue reasoning, drop a comment, can respond, and can talk about it. Now, until the reason again, live, love, and prosper, and stay tuned.